All right, so let's talk a little bit about Cass Tech, as that's been a topic of a couple of my last couple interviews.
Okay.
Interviewing technicians.
Uh-huh.
So your mom, as I've interviewed her before as well, is
Right.
definitely beloved. One of the most beloved teachers there at Cass, but also DPS in general. Like awards, national awards for teaching.
Yeah.
But what's that journey like for you? Going to Cass, and you started at, as they say, the old Cass.
Right. I did.
So what was that experience like when you got in, and why did you choose to go to Cass?
I think, being so young, that's the school that my mother was teaching at, the school that my older sister was already going to. And before in middle school, I would be at Cass a lot. I'd be there because my sister was in the dance groups, and my mom, of course, would me being as young as I was, just had to follow around and be wherever they were. And I saw it firsthand. I had a great opportunity to see it on the regular firsthand often. And I was like, man, this is a really cool atmosphere. This is a great vibe. I like this place. And I wondered, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, do they have an art department? Because I've always wanted to do art. Like I said, I always wanted to do art. Do they have, what's the art department looking like? And on the 7th floor, this is the old building, on the 7th floor, there was a drafting whole like wing basically. And they had the projects from the students on the walls in the hallway. So anybody could just walk up and down and look at it. And I looked and I'm like, yo, these students did this. This is kind of crazy. This is awesome. I would love to be able to do something like this. So my mom had me talk to some of the art teachers, and it just became the place that I wanted to go to, rest is history.
All right. So that journey at CT, what was it like for you? As far as like socially, what was it like for you? And then artistry, where did you hone your skills there? What impact has that had on you?
So much, so much. That was when I really started to perform on stage under the teachings of Miss Marilyn McCormick, who's not retired, but and the impact she's had on so many students in the theater business is unspeakable. She won a Tony Award just a couple years back.
Yeah.
And that was just like a huge, monumental thing for me to watch someone who taught me everything I knew about theater receive a Tony Award. I was blown away by that. But yeah, that's when I first started getting on stage, and it was mainly comical things. I didn't get into the dramatic theater at the time, but still just learning everything about theater. And I was a very small little nugget in the bigger productions that she did there, but absorbed every bit that I could,
Yep.
And as soon as I graduated Cass, when I moved to New York and started doing theater like on a dramatic scale, I went right back to everything I learned from MC, is what we called her, Miss McCormick. So being able to go under her wings in those 3 years at Cass when I was involved with the drama club taught me everything I knew, and I was able to take that to New York, grow with that, take that back here when I came back home, then take that to California.